Horus's personal epithet was Iusa, I-U-S-A, or which translates means to be the ever-becoming son of Ptah, the father. Horus was called Christ, K-R-S-T, which means in Kemet, the anointed one. Now, did anything I say sound familiar? We've been taught about all that, haven't we? But it wasn't about Horus, was it? Well, let me go to the next one. This guy's name is called Krishna. Krishna dates back to 5000 BC, which means he was after Horus. Krishna was born of a virgin. Her name was Devaki. Krishna's father was a carpenter. Krishna's birth was attended by angels, wise men and shepherds, and they brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh to Krishna's birthday party. Krishna was persecuted by a tyrant who ordered the slaughter of thousands of infants. Krishna was baptized at the age of 30 in the river Ganges. Krishna was transfigured on a mountain in front of his disciples, which also totaled 12. Krishna was crucified on a tree between two thieves. Krishna rose from the dead 3 days later and ascended to heaven. Krishna is also called the shepherd god, Lord of hosts. He was considered the redeemer. He was called the firstborn. He was called the sin bearer, the liberator. He was also called the universal word. Check this out. Just like Horus, Krishna is the second person of the Hindu Trinity. Krishna proclaimed himself as the resurrection and the way to the Father. Krishna was called the beginning, the middle, and the end, or what we call Alpha Omega. His disciples labeled him Jesus, spelled Jezeus. Sound familiar? Yes. What's really deep is Krishna, the Hindus will tell you today, they're waiting for his second coming, because he is supposed to return back to earth to do battle with the prince of evil in the final judgment day. Can I drop some more information on that? Y'all mighty quiet up here. Everybody say this. The Son of God, S-O-N, is the Son of God, S-U-N. Now I'm going to make it plain to you this morning, because we're at the point where the rubber meets the road. And see, this way, when people start asking me these questions and I got to keep sending all these emails and explaining all this, I can say, here, take this tape. And just listen to the tape for yourself. And then go do your own research to verify what I'm telling you. And you can take the tape also and listen to it 100 times if you want to. However many times you have to listen to it to learn. The reason, brothers and sisters, now follow this well, because what I'm getting ready to say now is deep. Okay? See, We haven't been taught to think on a deep level.
All right.
In fact, y'all, guess what? We haven't been taught to think. Period. We've been told to listen. We haven't been taught to think. Now, what I'm getting ready to tell y'all now is deep. So I'm going to take my time, but you'll understand it. I'm going to make it plain to you. The reason why all these narratives are so similar with a God-man who was crucified, resurrected, virgin-born, is because we need to understand that these stories were based on the movements of the sun in the sky. We need to understand that.
Yes, sir.
Everybody say astrotheology. See, we have taken what was astrotheology and made it literal theology. We've made it historical theology. So we've taken that which did not literally exist or historically exist and incorporated it into our belief system as though it is fact. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why we can't agree with each other. Follow this well now. You have the sun. How many signs of the Zodiac are there? Oh, ain't that deep? You have the S-O-N. How many disciples did he have? Oh, ain't that deep? Check this out now. Check this out.
Yes, sir.
Most of the world's crucified God men have their traditional birthday on what day? December 25th. This is because the ancient Africans, follow me people, the ancient Africans in Kemet recognized that from an earth-centric perspective, the sun makes its annual descent southward until December 22nd. On December 22nd is the beginning of what is called the winter solstice. On December 22nd, guess what the sun does, brothers and sisters? It stops moving. In other words, it dies. And it starts its journey back northward, which takes 3 days for it to rise again. It was during this time that the ancient Africans declared that God's Son, God's S-U-N, had died for 3 days and became born again or rose again on December 25th. The ancient Africans understood that they can't live without the sun. White man has made it the S-O-N and brainwashed us into thinking we can't live without the S-O-N that they fabricated when the ancient Africans were saying you can't live without the S-U-N. And I dare you to just try to have 15 minutes without the heat from the sun. And this whole planet will turn into one giant ice cube. Because the sun, S-U-N, giveth life. You see, brothers and sisters, we also need to understand that The calendar